Mike, let's talk AFC football. Colts, Jets, first half, the way the Jets were playing, I'm like, wow, we got a major upset. This could be like Joe Namath all over again here, you know? But Peyton Manning is just too good. How good is Peyton Manning?
I almost think that now Peyton Manning is Michael Jordan. I almost think he is to the NFL right now at this moment. I'm not saying it's going to last for 10 years, but right now at this moment, he has the impact on the NFL that I think Jordan had on the NBA in his peak. Much different sports. It's not a complete comparison, but he's just too good. I mean, you saw him play against maybe the best defense in the NFL on Sunday, and a defense that is set up to be hard to figure out and hard to get a read on. And it took him time to get a read on it. And he's so patient and calm. The thing that exemplifies Peyton Manning to me is when he sees a sack coming, he just goes down. He just lays down and takes a sack because he knows that eventually he's going to figure you out. And that permeates throughout their team, I believe. That's a team with very average, I think, wide receivers overall. Wayne is terrific.
Yeah.
But this Collie guy is, if you think about it, when they're all healthy with Gonzalez, he's probably their fifth best receiver.
Could be, yeah.
And the other guy, Garcon, is probably their fourth best receiver. I'm including Dallas Clark.
Sure.
It's more like Tom Jackson on ESPN on Sunday said something where he throws guys open. And I think there's a lot of that. I think he makes their offensive line better. I think he makes their skill position people better. And in an indirect way, he makes their defense better. I can't tell you how huge an impact Peyton Manning has on the game.
There were just so many balls that I couldn't believe the placement of it. It was almost like something out of a video game of how the ball just sort of went right into. Nobody else could have caught the ball but the receiver, the way he placed it between the defensive back and the receiver. And he has that knack right now of just being able to find the open guy. And I watched him play, and I also watched a little bit of what Brett Favre did in the earlier game. And I thought, as an Eagles fan, it's time to move away from McNabb because McNabb can't do what these guys are doing. McNabb would be throwing balls behind receivers, and they have to reach back.
He's just not as accurate.
Even when Manning or Favre was throwing, he was making his guys dive a couple times. They were still diving ahead. It's easier to dive and go, and they were catching these balls. But just the way he reads things and how he places the ball is really fun to watch.
Yeah, I think Manning, as far as just passing the ball, Favre, Drew Brees, those guys are really close to him at their best. But figuring out what's going on, figuring out what the other team is trying to do, and figuring a way to react to that, I think he's off the charts. I think he's better than anybody's ever been.